to ensure that that kind of thing did not happen. All of a sudden, some people who call themselves Pakabari woke up and called another meeting of the youths. And the traditional ruler said, no, this was not the arrangement. And from there, the thing started coming up again. So there is the tendency for me to put the blame on the Pakabari because they violated the terms of the agreement reached at the Sakwe meeting.
The Kagote spokesman also preferred possible solutions to the recent criminal activities in Ogoniland.
First of all, the Pakabari people should be called to question, and then another meeting would be arranged where things will be put in the proper perspective. But when everybody who is who in Ogoni sit down, met, and took such a decision, it was very, very unfortunate that things like that should happen. These are people who are seeking for something for their personal need. Otherwise, why would anybody do something otherwise from what was agreed upon generally by the Ogoni ethnic nationality at that meeting?
The management of Rivers State University has expressed its readiness to partner the Nigerian Army in sourcing local content for its operations. Vice Chancellor of Rivers State University, Professor Blessing Didia, gave the assurance while receiving a research team from Army Headquarters, Abuja. Professor Didia, who spoke on the research base of the university, said the program would cement relationship between the Army and the university. Leader of the delegation and head of Transformation and Innovation, Army Headquarters, Major General Felix Agugo, said the university has been chosen by the Nigerian Army as a research center for sourcing of local materials for the production of military hardware.
Intellectual products from this university to improve the local content of the provisioning of our military logistics and equipment that we use for our operations. The university's larger gain is in the fact that they are contributing to national development by contributing to the Nigerian Army. That's the first thing. But the second thing is that it will also continue to encourage the university lecturers who are the owners of the intellectual products, who do the work and produce things that are usable.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news before the foreign scene. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
You're still listening to the World News at 6 on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Remember to click to listen online via our website at todayfmlive.com. Just click the listen live button. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at todayfm951 or on Facebook at Today95.1 FM. This report just coming in says the president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Zainab Bokachua, has withdrawn as a member of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. This followed allegations of likelihood of bias leveled against her by the People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. Although the five-man panel of the tribunal in a unanimous ruling dismissed the application, Bokachua said she was withdrawing for personal reasons. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed ministers to continue working in their offices until Tuesday, May 28th. President Buhari gave the directive at the valedictory Federal Executive Council held at the State House, Abuja. The president acknowledged that the meeting was the last as his cabinet for the 2015 to 2019 tenure, but told the ministers to keep working and prepare to hand over to the permanent secretaries of their various ministries. The ministers are expected to submit their handover letters to the secretary to the government of the federation on the same date. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed that the Apapa gridlock be cleared up immediately. President Buhari also ordered the immediate removal of all trucks from the bridges and roads within Apapa and all adjoining streets leading to the area. Apapa has been known for gridlock, which has crippled commercial activities despite being referred to as the gateway to the nation's economy due to the siting of ports and terminals. But in a series of tweets on his official Twitter handle, the presidency gave truck operators and drivers 72 hours to vacate access roads to the port. The presidency also set up a task force headed by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to clear up the gridlock in Apapa and its environs within 2 weeks. The governor of Bayelsa State, Sarah Kerr Dixon, has called on other governors to adhere to the principle of rotation in the election of a new leader for the Nigerian Governors Forum. Governor Dixon, who is also the chairman of the South Governors Forum, made the call in a statement by his special advisor, Media Relations, Fidelis Soriwe, in Abuja. He said the decision on who should be the next chairman of the forum should be guided by the time-tested principle of rotation between the North and South. The governor said that the next chairman of the NGF should come from the South with the end of the tenure of Governor Abdulaziz Yari of Zamfara State. Governor Sarah Kerr Dixon made a call as members of the NGF met in Abuja later tonight to elect a new chairman. President Muhammadu Buhari aide on social media Loretta Onoche risk being dragged to court for refusing to apologize to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for alleged defamation of character. Atiku demanded for a public apology and 500 million naira compensation from Onoche for allegedly abusing his personality with a post on social media platforms. Chief Mike Ozekome, who is the lawyer to Atiku Abubakar, told newsmen that the 48 hours given to Onoche to settle the matter out of court had elapsed. Ozekome further stated that instead of paying the 500 million naira and writing an apology as demanded by Atiku, the president's aide went ahead to insult the former vice president again on social media. The senior advocate of Nigeria said the former vice president will sue Loretta Onoche for 2 billion naira for alleged defamation. The National Butchers Union of Nigeria warning the general public to be careful on the kind of meat they purchase in the market, eateries, and from meat-selling outlets in Rivers State. Rivers State Chairman of the union, Alhaji Musa Ahmed, gave the advice in an interview with correspondent Alfred Alarichi. Baba Ahmed, while disassociating its members from the sale of chemically preserved meat, stressed that whatever illness that comes in the state as a result of meat consumption is not from any of their slaughters.
The meat that is containing that chemical, the chemical is formalin, which they use in mortuary, washing all these dead bodies. So those who are using that is those butchers that bring meat. You see all these big companies where they supply meat to auction, they do come to our slaughter and other slaughters to buy meat to feed all these fast food and the rest of them. But now they are not coming. No. Why? Because they do get any kind of meat very cheap. Our fear, if there is any disease, an epidemic, they say, is butchers, while our hands is clean. If you see meat is very, very cheap, fly no the near them, avoid that meat. And make sure there are certain butchers who have been there for years, do business with them.
On his part, Rivers State Chairman, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Fidel Ezem, condemned the use of formalin chemical used for meat preservation, adding that such chemicals are cancerous, capable of damaging the liver, lungs, and other vital parts of the body.
It's very dangerous because it has a very degenerative effect on the liver and the kidney and some other vital organs in the body. And this could be cancerous too. And that's why we have rising cases of, cancer and other, health conditions. The government, to try as much as possible to employ, more staff, especially in the Ministry of Agri. Because meat inspection is